and we're back for Old Guys versus Centennials, a Contender Premade match. Today, it'll be myself, Delta, and our wonderful caster, Grace. How are you doing today, Grace?
I'm great. I'm glad to be back with you, Delta. You know, team, Shroud, Screen, we're here. We're queer. Bring us a beer, right? And now it's Strongholds on Livefire. It's going to be a tough situation. We saw Strongholds on Livefire last night, and it was a tough game. They were definitely playing like they've been studying Quadrant. It was like a 250 to 18 game towards the end of that matchup. So definitely want to see another hot start here. And it does seem that the old guys here, they put on their icy hot patches, they put on the knee braces, and they put on the headband, and it's starting off hot for these guys.
Yeah, you know, it looks like these are lads that you want to go to war with, you know. So let's see how they're able to play it out. We've got like Kylan here watching over B, and right now it's looking like this B fight is probably going to go on the way to Centennials. They're kind of fighting up a hill, but I say that with a cap now, they're going to be able to surround the enemy, and Viral Freak here is running onto the hill for C, pulling the attention away from the B push. And unfortunate there for Kylan, unable to land that shot, and now he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to need a bit of help. He's really living like a champion, and his buddies are able to come in and clear off C. That's excellent work. And yes, this AC hold is unorthodox. It's a bit risky, but what it's affording Old Guys at the moment is free reign over the turbine side of the map and able to pick up that overshield for free. So we'll see now how they're able to put that to work, and we could be looking at a trip cap very early in this game.
A well-earned trip cap on the side of Old Guys, bringing their 67 points on the board closer to that 70, 80, really zooming up to that 100-point lead in this game here. Overshield falling into the hands of Old Guys. I do believe it was Kylan who had that, or it was Iron Bengal who had the overshield, but I do believe it has been melted here. But it is HNIC who is going to go top middle. We're going to catch those two spawners here in A. We're going to deny them any chance to break out of that house window situation. We're going to see HNIC rotate to that big door, and we're just going to see that A Stronghold try to switch hands again, but it is going to be Fix My Canoe who takes the death and sees the respawn screen, but the trades come through, and two from each side are now respawning.
Yeah, heavy slaying lead here for Old Guys, really putting the damage down here in this contenders match, which is our our entry tier for HRL. I believe it's diamonds mainly in this tier. So we'll look to see, because I mean, especially in contender, you can have teams that have wide kind of skill gaps, and how they adjust to that and how they work together around their stronger players and improving their efficiency when can really
killing frenzy. He's killing frenzying all over the place. He said, Graceface is here. We need a killing frenzy. And if you know what I'm referencing to, you definitely watch LVT Halo here. Kylan with the sniper in his hands, not really able to do much here. The heat wave, 3 bullets to work with in the hands of Bengal here. Our overshield up right now. A whole entire team gonna push her overshield, leaving Kylan to almost trade out with that player here, C Plat. Now it's just what to do. Where do we push here? The heat wave coming through, 3 dead for Centennials, but it's Old Guys who's gonna rotate to C, grab that C Stronghold, but those respawners for the side of Centennials are already at your B Stronghold there, trying to deny any further time for Old Guys here. Centennials right now have to play almost perfect Halo to kind of tie up this game here. It's an excruciating lead on the points here for Old Guys, and if I were Centennials, it's all about teamwork, all about positioning, and all about regrouping here. So what we really need to see is not Old Guys taking that AC position.
Yeah, I think here what you need to see, it's going to be an uphill battle here for Centennials. When you've got Riser, when you've got Kylan going off like they are here in the slaying department, when you're in that kills or that death screen as often as these Centennials players have been, you have to work off of your picks. right? You're not going to get a lot of them, as it seems at this present moment in time. But as we see here, they may be behind on the killings, or when it comes to kills, but they're able to get that trip cap off the back of some clever positioning work. And now old guys are going to have to fight their way out of Turbine.
We're kicking, we're scratching, and we definitely do not want old guys to continue the lead we have, but 2 falling for old guys opens up that pick, opens up the damage, and we need to transfer something into our hands, but it's a knockdown, hoedown, showdown at the A stronghold as it goes back into the hands of old guys. Centennials has that B and C situation. Overshield coming up in just a few seconds. The Needler is going to fall into the hands of Island Kiddo because he's an island kid and he's gonna needle you. Overshield's up, he gets 1. Does he get the other? 27 needles to work with. The overshield popping into the chest of that teammate across the map here. I do believe he is gonna end up falling, but Overshield with that heat wave is gonna rotate top mid, pick up your sniper, and it's gonna bite you. It's gonna take your head off. You better watch out.
You better not cry, as Riser here pushing into the hit with the sniper out, just taking fights, taking names. He's just absolutely cleared out A on his Todd, and woo! Yeah, there's another one. Like, this guy, what's going on? Like, we have some monsters in the lobby here. Oh,
what the hell
God.
Are we feeding this guy? He's just taking your dome off and you're letting it happen. Centennials fighting for their life right now, just trying to take out that sniper and put an anchor down in this map as old guys just continue to snowball into that 200 point range. And that's the home stretch. That's the danger field.
Yeah, you know, call him Rodney, because he is in a field of danger. Viral Freak here now coming back up onto A, trying his goddamn best to get any change out of this old guy's team, but this could get ugly. I'm worried. Hold me.
I'm holding you right now. A 2-2-2. Make a wish as B and C are still in the hands of old guys, and it is going to be HNIC who rotates to A, takes down that player Big Door, and just continues to out-rotate the team of Centennials, denying them any more points. They said, nah, I think you're good with the 69 points you've got on the board, right? We all like what we're seeing. Overshield, I believe, was just about to come up there, but it doesn't seem like we're really going to turn around and play for that here as we rotate our attention back to our B stronghold. Our spawners for Centennials are gonna be right over there, it seems like, in our Big Door, but it is HNIC. His life does get cut short from the grave on Fix My Canoe. It's a trade out situation, but it's toe-to-toe. It's not in the favor of Centennials right now, and as Mikowski and Magic would say, it needs to be almost perfect Halo to even put themselves in a win condition.
Absolutely, and as we see the last few points kind of tick down here with this swapping of A and B, I don't see a way through for Centennials. I mean, they aren't exactly playing loose, you know? They're not, like, you know, absolutely rushing off. I mean, obviously, my island boy went off and tried...
RSR was holding. RSR said, not today. You're not even going to get off spawn. So we saw RSR take that sniper and completely shit on a team and able to keep them from rotating, and then you out-rotate the spawners. That's exactly how old guys won that game.
Yeah, and I think as well we saw Kylan at the start there just going absolutely nuts as well. I mean, 12-0, I mean... what do you even do? And right now, Centennials, I think they just kind of all bunched up off spawn. I think there was maybe just a little bit of maybe miscommunication, and everyone seemed to go car side and not necessarily take any mid space. So I think they just at the moment are very kind of timid and kind of want to only take fights that have maybe a 1 or a 2 BR advantage any time, because these old guys are slaying like nothing I've seen in HRL so far in this contender game.
You know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but it might seem that these old guys never lost their old tricks because they're completely frying on the map of Aquarius here, and Slayer seems to be a very strong suit for RSR, the key player we saw with that sniper rifle there, top sandbags, at live fire with that sniper rifle, completely obliterating your enemy team, who's currently doing very, very well for themselves. Hopefully we can see a little bit of a frenzy come out the side. We get one in fridge. We come in contact with the other one. Does he win this? The nade comes through, doesn't take him out. A double kill. We're 2 away from that killing frenzy. We want that killing frenzy, but we're gonna switch to being on board with Vyro Freak here. Vyro Freak is actually a friend of mine. They pop into my Twitch streams and things like that, so shout out to you. I know you play well and you're coming for that win. And as to see the respawn screen for Centennials, we're just trying to bring this game closer, trying to bring it back. But one thing the Centennials is doing is regrouping, but not being able to land those slays. Old Guys is just completely slaying out, especially RSR 187.
Yeah, like, I believe it could be Riser, but, like, that's just a guess. Yeah, I think here, and in Contender, like, there is no, kind of floor, I believe, to the entry, so we could just be seeing a team on the upper end of, kind of like mid-diamond, come up with, like, I think Centennials have run into a monster. I think we're looking here at Riser, at Kylan, and, I mean, look, Bangle and HNIC, no slouches, but, I mean, it is those two players who are really standing out in the slaying department, and, yeah, it's not like they're going solo either. I mean, the assists are the same across the board. The fights, like, are always seem to be in Old Guys' favor. Like, they're dictating to Centennials. They're saying, this is the pace we're going to play. You can try do what you're doing. We're just going to keep running at you, and we're just going to keep being better.
Right now,
unfortunately,
it's 29-13. 2 dead for Old Guys. Iron Bangle and UNG are left by themselves here in Yellow Connector, but all the spawners are in Centennials yellow base here. But our spawners are going to be right behind us here in that fridge section. A great anchor at the side of Iron Bangle, but there was already a rotation happening there to get behind them in blue base, taking out one, I believe, almost taking out the other. But we're definitely trying to put our anchors down and catch up to Old Guys. It's 31-14 in favor of Old Guys. RSR 12-2.
Yeah. Really just taking control of this game now. Riser or RSR, my apologies. I'm sure he'll come in the chat and tell us later. But yeah, really kind of slaying out and just never giving Centennials a moment's rest. You know, there's always some damage being done. You're always getting chipped. Like, and when the team fights happen, they happen on Old Guys' terms. And at the moment, we have a 3v3 here over on Car side, and you would hope that Centennials will be able to get a couple of kills out of this, maybe kind of bring back parity as they overload. But saying that, the cavalry has arrived, RSR is in there, goes down to fix my cannon.
Fix my canoe. He does end up getting that killjoy there. So he was, I believe, on a spree for RSR there. So a very good 1v1 there, taking down RSR, who could clearly just win this game for the team of Old Guys on his own. It's 40-19. We need just a few short kills to win this game, and it is 2 that fall for both sides. It's a 2v2 situation on the field as we just completely take this map and run with it. HNIC is going to get 1. Doesn't really take much of those dino damage, but it is going to cause him to back up, regroup with his teammate here, and get the pinch on these players here in our blue utility, possibly.
Yeah, HNIC now as well, kind of stretching their legs, getting up to 11-5. Unfortunately, unable to finish his meal there, but his teammates were there to collect. And yeah, this fight here, I mean, you would hope, yeah, getting help from your car.
2 kills, 2 kills, Delta, 2 kills. Oh my gosh.
2 kills remaining. I mean, you'd be lucky to get 5 or to get 6 kills in the next few moments, but it looks like this one's about to go down, and that final kill will bring us the final score, 50-26 in Centennial. And it seemed to work out for them, but here, I think, like, Centennials can do it, but they're going to have to play out of their skin, and they're going to have to, you know, really work together and know what they're doing on this recharge. This is where your reps kind of pay off here, because recharge is a very setup-heavy map.
Oh, and as we get right into it too, see the respawn screen for Centennials. It's a hot start. Viral Freak is bottom white by themselves here as the oddball runs towards that whirlpool. We do see some nade damage coming through, getting the slays, getting that trade there onto YNG. But Island Kiddo and Fix My Canoe are once again left by themselves. Some perfectly placed sticky grenades come out. Doesn't get the kill, but does the damage alone. Doesn't get that finish. The shock rifle coming through to take the head off of you. Iron Bengal picking up that flaming skull that we all know oh so well. And we're gonna try to stay in this lead. It's a 15-point lead in favor of Old Guys, and I've got to say, Old Guys is showing that you cannot slip up. You have to work together. And right now, HNIC slips up, drops into pit, meets 3 enemy teammates, and now they're down a number.
Yeah, and unfortunately there, Fix My Canoe just gets caught with a couple of nades, you know. Nade pipes, I like to call them. And yeah, I think right now this push looks promising. I mean, with the ball there, but with the ball there, Iron Bangle able to drop and slay. I mean, it just seems like Old Guys are always just in time in these situations.
Ooh, and that was a perfect just-in-time situation you were just talking about. He turns around, gets the headshot onto that oddball player. Oh my freaking gosh, the nade's coming through. He's gonna get the punch in your freaking face. He's gonna pick up that oddball, and HNIC says, get absolutely wrecked, nerd.
I mean, that's just unbelievable. Like, how this man just able to pull it out single-handedly, able to just shut down an attack. And, you know, here we are now. I mean, 2 in the death screen for Centennials and all of the control to Old Guys. And I mean, they're completely set up now with their roamer as well, forcing spawns in A. Iron Bangle's going to come up around the back here, and I think he's going to feed.
He's gonna feed the enemy's respawn screen with the help of his teammate here. We get 1, we get 2, and the respawners are gonna come long haul for Centennial. So what Iron Bengal is gonna do right now is go top catwalk, try to get those cross shots, but no, it doesn't seem like we're gonna try that just yet. We're gonna try to see where they're coming from. We've rotated, but now the team of Centennials has rotated into gold. It's 2 enemies, 1 down, a killing spree in the hands of Iron Bengal, ball still in the hands of HNIC. Kiddo is gonna push our top glass here. We're gonna put out that damage, pushing them back, denying them any further movage into this attic situation. And it is gonna be Island Kiddo who survives the situation. But that cross map fire is gonna come across map. Would you believe that? Taking out that enemy player. HNIC still has the ball in hand.
Yeah, and that will be a 100 to all round there, or 106. So. Yeah, we'll see now. This is like, that was Centennial's free hit. I mean, I think like if they get lucky and they're able to get themselves like, you know, into a setup that favors them off the rip here, like they might be able to chunk up some time. Yeah, a trade out there. That's a good start. Now we have Fix My Canoe trying to be a little tricky. Like gets the drop on HNIC, able to take them out, and they could be hoping to try and get this A setup. But I say that, and you know, Iron Bangle just shows up and he's like, "Yeah, I'm on this team too. Mention me." Yeah. Please.
Yeah, he grabs the ball. Iron Bengal, we've mentioned him many times, picking up that ball, definitely slaying out, and definitely being that team player that we want to see. That first round of oddball definitely going into the hands of Old Guys, as smooth as butter on warm toast. 3, now 2, seeing that respawn screen for Centennials. We're gonna see, oh my gosh, we're Old Guys still hands on the ball. We're taking out a star player. RSR is definitely not someone you want on this map. Feeding them that respawn screen. Iron Bengal is still gonna hold on to this oddball. That flaming skull is Old Guys, and you will not deny them that.
Yeah, and just able to kind of clean up house. Two pushing in from Attic here, and I'd be interested to see if they're able to take the ball down. But it looks like there's a 2-on-1 in top gold now, and down falls Fix My Canoe, unfortunately.
Fix My Canoe looking nice, looking strong for the respawn screen, but it is going to be Iron Bangle. Iron Bangle has been holding on to this oddball for almost a full minute now, it feels like. It feels like they haven't had to drop it once, straight balling. Two, see that respawn screen for Centennials, HNIC trying to suss out where those respawners are coming from. But if you've got map knowledge, if you've got spawn knowledge, you know they're going to be a little split here due to the fact that two are caught up in elevator and one's going to spawn hydro. So you want to make sure you have everyone where they need to be. And right now we get one for the picking, a perfectly placed grapple hook, but it is going to be the team of Centennials that pick up the oddball.
Yeah, and I mean, HNIC doing the important work of just getting damage down, slowing their push out of nade corner, and yeah, like that trade there onto YNG that just didn't happen to Kylan, like that I think is the death knell of this. I mean, that was their opportunity, and it's just like, I think it's just unfortunate for them that it looks like they've come up against a team that might be one of the best in this league now this time around.
They're definitely starting the season off hot, and like we said earlier, I did get corrected. It is pre-made, so these guys definitely have been playing together, and it is showing as we rank into that last 10 seconds of this oddball killing spree. Now we're putting out the damage here to YNG, but it was KRK who does end up not getting taken down, gets the kills. 3 fall for old guys here. The oddball's gonna switch hands, but we only need 2 seconds on the favor of old guys. We need to play perfect Halo on the side of Centennials to keep the oddball out of the hands of old guys. It is possible, but it is going to be extremely difficult, as I believe old guys pushing into Bangalore Pit picks up that oddball and puts the last 2 seconds on that oddball, completely sweeping the series 3-0 on Centennials.